Hey everybody, William Coxwell here. Well, it's that time of the month again for my periodical update. Before I begin, I want to bring up a subject that, to be honest, I was hoping to avoid. I've noticed that some of the comments that I've been receiving, well, have been a little, I don't really know how to say it. According to my stepfather, he recently told me that according to his email address, he's been receiving a lot of YouTube complaints, saying that he's been getting a lot of hate mail from some of the YouTube videos I've been seeing. I'm not going to point out any names or any of the comments in general, out of fairness. But instead, I'm just going to point this out in general. Instead, I'm just simply going to say this. If you don't like my singing videos, then fine. You don't have to like them. You can like them. You can dislike them. You can point out what went wrong. You can tell me how to be better. But please, if you don't like something, then say it on my YouTube comment where I can read it. As I pointed out in my copyrights problem video, don't use my family as leverage. That applies to everything. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Since my last update, I am very pleased to point out that my nostalgia critic, that Doug Walker, has reprised his role as the nostalgia critic. I have credited the nostalgia critic as one of my main influences, and I'm very pleased, and I am very pleased in seeing him return. Hold on. I used the song Queen, The Show Must Go On, and which you can find on the link. I also did a tribute to Wayne Allwine on his birthday, as you won't believe how long that took me to do. I was planning on using the song Never Gone by the Backstreet Boys, but my laptop wouldn't cooperate. So instead, luck came across it that I actually found a remix of the Mickey Mouse March. And surprisingly, it fit. Also, I also did a tribute to Steve Jobs. Now, I'm using the song We've Got a Friend of Me with Randy Newman. Now, I'm well aware of the fact that I did a tribute, I'm well aware of the fact that I sang the song already once. But considering that this is Steve Jobs we're talking about, I felt it was appropriate. And it was a couple of days late due to the fact that I was distracted by watching the Oscars. What the hell do you expect? I think all of us was distracted by watching the Oscars. Also, I also had a bit of an emotional moment with the song "Is This the World We Created?" due to a recent event on the news revolving an incident in which a woman was forced to see her child be murdered by a bunch of thugs. You'll have to look it up. I posted a link on there yourself. And yes, I did make a comment regarding the NRA. I'll explain my feelings briefly before the end of the video. Also, I did 2 songs from a band called Area 11. They're an underground band they sing a lot of songs from live animes, including Code Geass, Death Note, Gurren Lagann. They're a really damn good band. If you haven't heard them, you can find them on YouTube, on their YouTube channel. I would recommend you check them out. I'm very pleased to say that I've attended 2 conventions. One is the Pensacola Periodical, and in September, it wasn't September, it was August. Yeah, August. And one at the Pensacola Fandom in last month. The Pensacola Periodical was awesome. It was like, words cannot describe it. As my father once wisely told me, you have to be there to see it. And he was right. God bless his soul. I managed to get a couple of good goodies here, which I think, which you can now take the moment of posting appropriate hate mail. Right here, and I'll move in closer so you can see, is a photo of Katie Lee. You know her as Alex from Totally Spies. She played a role in Muppet Babies and DuckTales. She played a good number of roles. I also have here a photo of an artist whose name I have sadly forgotten, but I paid him money if you to see me in a drawing with me in the Master Chief suit, and it looks nice. It looks damn good. Not just nice, damn good. I never imagined myself looking like this. See myself drawn like this. What do you think? The Pensacola fandom was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it had a lot of problems, but it had a real good time. It was inspiring. Then I had a chance to get my autograph with Eric Vale, Eric Stewart, and Chuck Huber. Chuck Huber was a riot. Well, I managed to get 2 songs I managed to sing a song from Power Rangers Time Force at a tribute to Jason Font, who I was honored to see. And unlike the song Jason Font, I did tribute to the whole 2013 fandom convention. My recent song for Halloween, unfortunately, was just a simple song for the Miracles, which was actually good, believe it or not. I actually had a lot of fun doing it. But I was really hoping to do The Nightmare Before Christmas. I wholeheartedly agree with James Rolfe that it is both a Christmas movie and a Halloween movie. However, I don't think I have the strength to do do it, to do a track of it, unfortunately. You have to have, I don't know the right words to say it. I mean, I managed to play, I tried it, a good song version of it. I test myself. Let me start over. I test myself to see which songs are good for me to sing, which songs are not. I tried testing myself, and when it came out, it sounded horrible. I thought, if this were played on YouTube, they would murder me. So I decided instead of the Miracles with Love Machine. Well, one last thing before I leave, before I wrap this up. I'm sure in December, I will be paying a tribute to the victims of Sandy Hook. The one thing I'm just going to say is, as Anderson Cooper himself said, let us not focus on the gun rights groups. Let us not focus on the shooter. Let us focus on the victims who died. Let us focus on the teachers who who put their own lives at stake to hide the kids. Let us focus on the parents who are grieving, who are still grieving to this day. That is what I want to remember. That is what I think we all should remember. And that is all for this update. That's all for this update. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, everybody. We still have 2 months to go, and trust me, there's a lot more fun on the way. Until next time, Braxius out.